Um, it's the way I am as a person. I tend not to pay attention to anything I can't control. It's not something I can control. And quite frankly, I think we've not been, in terms of results, in any position where we need to look at anybody else but ourselves. So the focus is there and to continue our good performances, yeah.
But what it does do, it brings them back down to you in the league table. I mean, was possibly that your first reaction when you heard they're back on 4 points like you?
No, my focus has been on turning our performances into results because that's the only thing that matters. I guess as well, you're a little bit in tunnel vision where you don't get too much time to look left or right. And I'm not dodging the question. I understand fully that, I think the club has got a vested interest in this. I understand fully that there's been discussions at Premier League level and board level. But in all honesty, it's not been even 1 second on my mind. I don't think it's for me to make a judgment on this. And the main thing is I need to focus on this team, start rewarding itself for and turn performances into results.
There's talk of Burnley being one of a number of clubs pursuing damages against Everton as well. I mean, I appreciate that might be a board decision, but from your perspective, I mean, how does that affect relationships between the two clubs?
No, it's like I said, I'm aware, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm, not aware. But it's none of my concern. It's not my job. It's not my task. And the task I have is way too important for me to get distracted by this. We're talking politics here, and like I say, board level discussions. My absolute priority is on, just keeping this team. How can I say, in this league, and showing every day that we can belong here. We can be a good team in this league, and none of my attention towards that case will actually help what we need to achieve.
Just going back to Everton, when you first saw that they'd been deducted 10 points, were you surprised by the severity of the punishment?
I think I saw it after everybody else. That's how little focus I had on this. And until now, I haven't looked into it, so I'm the worst informed person to voice an opinion on this. And I like to voice opinion when I'm well informed. In this case, I'm not, because it's not something I can affect. It's not something I can, that will help me on Saturday, and therefore, it's not even been close to my priority list.
But we've not seen such a punishment before in the Premier League. Is it a clear message from them that if you break the financial rules, you will be, will come down hard on you?
Look, I know we live in a world where you have to say you're for or against, or it's black or white. I have no problem saying I don't know. I don't have the information. I haven't looked into it on purpose so that when you ask me the question, I could genuinely deny, because there's absolutely nothing that what is happening in the higher echelons, if you like, has absolutely no effect on my game on Saturday. And I feel when you're in a position where every detail matters so much, because we're in a survival mode, and survival mode, strips down everything to the bare essentials, and that's not part of the things I can affect. So I don't concern myself with it.
Could there be a sort of concern that it may distract the players somehow? No,
because we don't speak about it. We don't, and I would be naive to think that what other clubs do at the moment is more important than what we do ourselves on the pitch. That's what needs to be the deciding factor from our side, from the player side, from the management side. Everything else, we have no control, no desire to control anything to do with that.
Vinny, just one more on Everton, if I can. Obviously, the penalty puts some...
That's been 3/4 of my press conference now. And I told you I'm the guy who knows the least.
Yeah, I just want to ask, that obviously drops them into the relegation zone as it stands. Do you see it changing the fight?
I have to go back to what I just said. I think we'd be fools to focus on anything else than our own performances, our own results. And my belief is that the team... that the team is really looking forward to taking on those challenges, playing those games, to win those games. looking at other teams, for me, it's not something I like to do. It's not something I've ever done. Whether I've been at the top of the league or the bottom of the league, I'm not going to start now.